to the front of your mat. Feet hip width apart. Turn the palms forward, close the eyes, and just take a moment in standing. Just noticing your body maybe swaying forwards and backwards, left and right. And just see whether you can start to calm that sway slightly by taking a few deep breaths in, long breaths out. Feeling the weight in all parts of the feet, big toe mount, little toe mount, ball of the foot, heel of the foot. A soft bend in the knees, a tuck of the tail, a lift of the belly. A roll of the shoulders back and down, and a slight tuck of the chin, palms facing forward. Opening the eyes, and on a breath in, raise the hands towards the ceiling, palms together at the top. On an out breath, fold from the hips, bend the knees, bring the hands towards the mat. Breath in comes to a half lift, hands to shins, tabletop back. Breath out, plant the hands and step your right foot back, your left foot back. Take a breath in here, and on an out breath, drop the knees, lower the chest, the chin, and on an in breath, scoop the body through, lift up with the chest. Out breath, lower the chest, toes tuck, chest back to thighs. Lift up with the hips, squeeze the heels back, find your downward facing dog. Maybe having a little paddle in your first downward facing dog space. And let the head hang heavy, gazing back towards the toes. Bring the feet to a still position. Gaze in between the hands, bring your right foot forward, your left foot to meet, and fold back over the thighs. On a breath in, comes to a half lift, tabletop back. Breath out and fold. Breath in, raise the hands, palms together at the top. Bring the hands to the chest and hands to the hips. And again, raise the arms, breath in. Fold from the hips, soften the knees, breath out. Breath in, tabletop back, straight legs. Breath out, plant hands, left foot back, right foot to meet. Take a breath in here. Take a breath out, drop the knees, chest and chin. In breath, lift the chest, drop the hips. Out breath, chest drops, toes tuck. In breath, chest back. Out breath, lift hips and squeeze the heels back and hang the head heavy. Take a couple of breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose if you wish, or the mouth. One more breath in, one more breath out. Gaze in between the hands, bring your left foot forward, your right foot to meet, fold over the thighs. Breath into a half lift, tabletop back, straight legs, straight back. Breath out and fold. Breath in, raise the hands, palms together at the top. Bring the hands to the chest and hands to the hips. Breath in, bend the knees, raise the arms. Breath out and fold over the thighs, let the head hang. Breath into a half lift, tabletop back. Breath out, plant hands, right foot back, left foot back. Take a breath in. Take a breath out, drop knees or lower straight body to the mat. Breath in, lift the chest. Breath out and lower. Breath in, chest back to thighs. And lift the hips and squeeze those heels back. Gaze in between the hands and just step your right foot forward, drop your left heel. And on an in-breath, raise both hands up to the ceiling, hips and shoulders facing the front. Relax the shoulders down but reach up tall through the arms. And then bring your right hand forward, your left hand back and sink into those hips, gazing towards that right hand. Take a breath in. Take a breath out and windmill down and step back. Take a breath in plank. Take a breath out and lower. Breath in, lift the chest. Breath out, chest back to the mat. Breath in, chest back to thighs. Breath out, lift hips and squeeze heels back and let the head hang heavy. Gaze in between the hands, left foot steps through, right heel drops, and on a breath in, raise both hands up. Hold your warrior one, chest facing forward, hips facing forward. Then bring your left hand down, right hand back, and turn chest and hips to the right. Take a long breath in here, and a long breath out to sink. Another breath in, and out breath, windmill down. Step back, take a breath in plank. Take a breath out and lower. Lift the chest on an in-breath. Release the chest back down, out breath. Toes tuck, chest back. Lift hips and squeeze our heels back. Gazing back towards the toes and hanging the head heavy. Gaze in between the hands, right foot step forward, left foot to meet, fold over those thighs, let the head hang. Breath in, half lift. Breath out and fold. Breath in, bend the knees, raise the arms. Breath out, hands to chest, straighten the legs, bring the hands to the hips. Breath in, bend the knees, raise the arms. Hold your chair for a couple of breaths. Bring the hands to the chest. Take a breath in here. Take a breath out and fold and let the head hang heavy. Breath in, half lift. Breath out, plant the hands, left foot steps back. Right foot to meet. Take a breath in plank. Take a breath out and lower. Breath in, lift the chest. Breath out, lower back down. Toes tuck, chest back. Lift hips and squeeze heels back. Gaze in between the hands and step your right foot through. Stay on the toes of the back foot. Keep the hips low as you raise the hands up to find your crescent lunge. Long breath in to reach high with the hands. Long breath out to sink into the hips. Bring the hands then together at the chest. Lean forward, left elbow, right knee. Long breath in, elongates the spine, and a long breath out, rotates. Taking another breath in here, and another breath out. Plant the hands either side of the right foot, step your right foot back to meet. Take a breath in plank. Take a breath out and lower. Breath in, lift the chest. Breath out, we lower. Toes tuck, chest back on an in-breath. Lift hips and squeeze heels back on an out-breath. Let the head hang heavy. Gaze in between the hands and bring your left foot forward. Keep the toes tucked under behind, push into the feet and raise the hands up. Take a long breath in to reach higher and a long breath out to sink a little bit lower. Then bring the hands together at the chest. Lean forward, right elbow hooks left knee. Take a breath in here. Take a breath out and rotate. Holding here for another breath. And then plant the hands flat. Step back with your left foot to meet. Take a breath in plank. Take a breath out and lower. Lift the chest on the in-breath. Release the chest back down, out-breath. Toes tuck, chest back, in-breath. Lift hips and squeeze heels back on an out-breath. Head hangs heavy, heels come low, hips go high. Chest pushes back. Gaze in between the hands, left foot forward, right foot to meet. Fold over the thighs, let the head go. In breath to a half lift. Out breath, fold. In breath, bend the knees, raise the arms up high. Out breath, sink a little lower in the hips. Take a breath in here. And take a breath out, bring the hands to the chest. Straighten up through the legs. Bring the hands to the hips. Take a wide step back and turn to your left side mat. Bring your toes in front of your heels and your hands to your hips. Long breath in here, elongate. Long breath out and fold to a half fold. Take a breath in, take a breath out and fold lower, bringing the hands down, the legs towards the ankles. Take another breath in, push the rib cage forward, lengthen the spine. And another breath out, use the strength of the arms to pull yourself down a little deeper. One more breath here. Next breath into a half lift. Place the hands in the centre of the mat. Take a breath out, left hand centre. In breath, right hand lifts and we turn to the right. Maybe gaze up to that right hand. Keep pushing energetically into both feet and level out the hips. Bring your right hand then down to the mat on an out breath. On an in breath, your left hand lifts and we turn to the left. Maybe gaze towards that left thumb. And then out breath, bring that left hand down to plant and fold back over the thighs. Breath in to a half lift. Heel toe the feet together in the centre. And when the feet come to hip width apart, bend the knees, lift the heels, bring the seat towards the heels. And from this position, bring the hands together at the chest and just take a moment in crouch position, trying to find that balance on tiptoes before we make our way into a seat to take alternate nostril breathing. Bring the hands down to plant, the bum to the mat, and bring yourself into a cross-leg position. Hands on top of the thighs. Turn the palms up. Your index finger and thumb to touch and the last three fingers out long so that palm is open. But those finger and thumb touching keeps that circuit of energy flowing around the body. Take a close of the eyes. We're going to take a couple of breaths here first in seated with our mudra for energy. Just calming the breath, calming the mind from the flow. And bringing your right hand up to the face, your right thumb onto the right nostril, your index finger, middle finger, centre of the forehead, and the last two fingers at the side of the left nostril. Okay, we're taking nostril breathing, alternate, but starting on our left side first. Breathe in and out of that left side nostril. Just using the nose to breathe, closing the mouth off. Taking as full a breath in as you can and as long a breath out as you can muster. When you next get to the top of the inhale on the left, close the left off with the last 2 fingers and breathe out through the right nostril, releasing the right thumb off that space. And breathe in and out of that side a few times. The left hand is still on the top of the thigh with index finger and thumb to touch. Last 3 fingers out to the side. When you get to the top of the in-breath on the right, close the right off. Breathe out through the left. Breathing back in through the left, close at the top. Breathe out through the right. Breathing back in through the right, close the right off and breathe out through the left. Keep that going, changing at the top of the inhale. Just using that nose to breathe. Alternate nostril breathing, balancing out our energy systems, our left and right sides, our masculine, our feminine, our hot, our cold, sun and moon, energetic and relaxed. And when you get to the top of the inhale, after you've breathed in right side, take a long breath out of the left and bring that right hand back to the top of the thigh, index finger and thumb to touch, last 3 fingers out. Take another long deep breath in. Long breath out, bring the hands to the chest, soft gaze to the floor. Namaste.